Hello guys, welcome back. So after a few application videos, right, small JavaScript application, so I got a request from one of my friend to make a small kind of a video on this keyword because this is a particular fundamentals of JavaScript, I can say, where most of the developers or most of the upcoming developers are just trying hard to figure out what is this keyword in JavaScript is all about. I think this is probably the trickiest part, if I can say, because understanding this keyword in JavaScript is one of the most complicated things in JavaScript, if I can say, than the advanced part, because this works differently in different context of JavaScript, basically. So understanding that based on the different point of view, and I hope I can explain it in such a way that it can be very easily for you to understand, and we'll give some kind of a very neat example wherein we try to figure out this keyword in three or four different ways and try to figure out how this can be working in different context. Okay, and adding a side note there, we won't be using any kind of arrow functions here, so we will be using this in a normal traditional ES5 function way. Okay, we are not touch basing on arrow functions. I will be doing a video on arrow functions probably soon, wherein we discuss about the problems that the regular function is giving in terms of lexical this and how we can solve that using arrow functions. But for the time being, we'll be only concentrating on functions, regular JavaScript functions, and how this works in different context. So without further ado, let's get started. So basically, this keyword works in a two different ways. Okay, so now if you are inside an object, okay, if you are inside an object, so the function inside an object is called as a method. Okay, so if it is a method, if you are referencing a method, then that particular method reference to that particular object. So if you use this inside a method, then that this means that particular object. We'll see an example, don't worry. But if it is a normal function, if it is a normal function, it not inside an object, so then it will refer to a window object, window or global object. Understanding a window or global object is important. I assume that you guys already are into JavaScript. So this video is probably for the people who are into JavaScript and who are trying to figure out what is this keyword. Okay. So if you're inside a method, it will refer to an object, that particular object, or if you're inside a function or a regular function, you will be pointing towards a global object, or it will be pointing towards a window object. We'll see an example. We'll create an object. So const person will be my object, and we have some properties here. So the first name will be a property, right, with the name of money, that my myself itself, Manikanta. And then I'll give an age, which is again a property of 25, right? And I'll give a method. Okay, this is a function. This is a function inside a object is called as method. So, okay, so if that's a big interview question, sometimes most of the people gets confused what the difference between a method and a function. So both are really same, but a function inside an object is called as a method. So that's the only difference. So uh, I can say just I'll do birthday, right? Birthday. I'll assign it to a function, right? So this is a method. Get birthday is a function or a method. And now I'll do console.log of this. Now if I do console.log of this, and I can call that particular function. If I do person.firstName, this is how you call a particular or refer a particular value from an object. If you want to get that particular property of that object, you use a dot operator. For the people who don't know it, if I do person and if I do a person dot, I'll get a list of all the properties what I have. The properties are first name, age, and birthday. I have all these properties. So now just to console.log, okay, console.log of person.firstName, and save it and go back. You will get money. Okay, you will get money because so money is what? Money is the first name of that particular object. Okay, so this is how you access that particular value. Now if I do person dot birthday, okay, save it, go back, you will get that particular object itself. So you'll get that particular object itself. That's what I meant. Whenever you are working with a object, right? Whenever you're working with a method is a function inside an object, it will point or it will refer to that particular object. Okay, will refer to that particular object. Understood? So this inside a method will refer to that object it is residing in. Okay, try to understand, guys. So this is the first way. Now think that you're creating a one more function. See, you're outside this particular person object. So now what are you doing? You're creating one more function to get his height. Okay, to get his height, assign it to a function. Okay, assign it to a function. So now to get his height is a function of a person object. This is how you add a particular function or a method to this person object. Okay, now console.log of this, if you do, and then call this particular function. So person dot get his height, right? That's again a property. If this was not the method of this person object, right, you wouldn't have got this in the drop down, you wouldn't have got this in the suggestion. Okay, that means it is a property. If I save and if I just comment this out and then save it and then go here, you will get to get his height function also. So this will also refer to this particular person object. Understand? So a method inside that particular object will refer to that particular object itself. This inside a object or this inside a method inside an object will refer to that particular object itself. So I hope this is clear. Okay. So now we'll see about normal function. Okay, general function. Not inside any object, not inside any class or anything. We just declare a function, normal function in JavaScript. So function, I can say ABC normally, which I do. This is a function, console.log of this. So if I write this here, and now if I call ABC, this is how we call a function in JavaScript. Save it and go back. You will get that window object. As I told, this is a global object in JavaScript where you get all the context. So if you do this in a general function, you will be taken to your window or a global object. Clear? So this is how it works in a general function. This is how this keyword works inside a general function. So now, if you want, now in a constructor function, okay, we'll see the working of this inside a constructor function. So what do you mean by constructor? So constructor function is used to instantiate, or this is a function which you can create to instantiate a new object. So you are creating a new object by using a new keyword here. So that's why we use constructor function. So function, and remember the name should be in caps here. So I'll do the same person, whatever we have done here, right? Same person. So my constructor function goes like that. Sorry. Right, and I want to pass title. Okay, so if I tell that I want to pass a title, so title is a value which I am passing in a title or the first name should be fine, right? First name. So next what I will do is this dot first name, right? Whatever the first name I am passing in is equal to the first name I am giving. Okay, so this dot first name, this first name is equal to the first name, the object inside that particular first name is equal to the first name which I am passing through. Okay, so now if I do console.log of this, I do this. So this is inside a constructor function now. So come out of your constructor function, create a new object. So create a new object as M. That's a new object, and I am creating that by using a new keyword and that constructor function and pass my name as money. Okay, so what did I do? So this particular first name is the name you are passing through to that particular function. Okay, so this first name, I'll show you what is this first name. So why are we using this here? Because you can only use this when you are instantiating an object. To get the property of an object, you have to use this particular keyword. Okay, so save this now and go back. You will get a particular object. So you will get a new object by the name first name, and this first name is this first name. Okay, this first name is this first name, and money is the first name you are passing in, is the name you are passing in. So this first name is this is this, and this dot first name is the object or the key of that particular object. So this gives you, so this keyword inside a constructor will give you a new function. It will give you a new function. Okay, don't worry about that. It will give you a new different function. Okay, so this is about a constructor function. So now we'll get into bit complication here. We'll make this uncomment, right? And think that I'm adding a new array here. Okay, I'm adding a new array of my hobbies. So what are my hobbies? I definitely like to I'm a foodie, so I eat. I definitely like to sleep, and then code, and then code. So these are my hobbies. This is inside an array. So now I want a method inside the person object. I want a method inside a person object called as show hobbies. I want a method which should show all the hobbies. Is a function, right? Is a function. So what does it does? I want to show all the hobbies. So how can I do? So what should I do basically? I have to loop through all these particular hobbies inside an array, and I have to get each particular hobbies. Okay. So how can I do? So this dot hobbies. So this dot hobbies refers to this particular hobbies inside the object, and then I have a method in JavaScript called as for each, so which will loop through your person object. Okay, I mean hobbies, which will loop through your hobbies array and get you individual hobbies. So for each will take a callback function. Okay, for each will take a callback function. I think I might do a small video on higher order array method. So for each is one of the higher order array method. Okay, so function. So that particular function will take a hobby, right? And then I'll do a console.log of hobby. Save it and just call that particular function person.show hobbies. Okay, person.show hobbies. So now if I go, I'll get eat, sleep, and code. And how did I get it? I went through hobbies. For every each iteration I looped through a callback function parameter called as hobby, and I am console.logging that particular hobby. So I'll get eat, sleep, and code. So now think that I got this particular value, but I want my name to be on the left side of each particular value. I want this first name to be getting printed. I want money to get printed in every hobbies I have. How can I do it? The simplest way how you can do it is, you might think, is just add this dot first name. So this dot first name, just add so much, right? Save it and go back, but you will get undefined. You will not get anything, something called as money. Okay, so understanding this particular concept is important here. This is the catch here. So why are you not getting? Because since you are referencing show hobbies inside a person. So if this dot if I use this here, if I use only this here, this should refer to this particular person object, right? Because this is inside a object, so that has to point to that particular object, because we have already done it. Method inside an object will refer to that particular object. But this is showing undefined. Why? Because the answer is this here refers to this particular callback function and not this particular show hobbies. Okay, show hobbies is a function, but you have one more function inside that, and you are writing this inside this function body. You are writing this inside this function body and not show hobbies. Understand? This is a function inside a function. This is a function declared inside a function body. So if you write this somewhere inside this particular function, this will point to this particular object. But since this particular function is not pointing to this particular object, this is a newly declared function. Okay, this is not an object, or this is not a method. So now if I do this, what should be the output? It should point to the window or global object. not the object, because this function is inside this function. This function is the method of person object, but this function is not the method. This is the general function. This acts as a general function. So now if you go, you will get the window object as we got here. So this function here acts as this function as it is inside of that particular function. So how to solve this? So for each will have a second property, and you can reference this particular if you do a comma, you will get this argument, right? It shows the VS Code will show you there is a property called as this arg. So just write this an object there and pass this dot first name now. Okay, save it, and now go, and you will get money, money, and money. Okay, so this is all about this keyword in different context. Understanding this keyword inside of object, understanding this keyword in a general function, understanding this keyword in a constructor function, and understanding this keyword if you have to loop through something, and the callback function will be considered as a general function. Callback will be a general function and not a method. Okay, so understanding that is also really important. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you got a bit understanding of this keyword. So when it comes to arrow functions, you will get a highly clear idea about why arrow function is important than a normal function and how it solves a few problems of this keyword. Okay, so I'll try to do a video on that sometime soon, and I will just upload it. So till then, stay safe, and if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much.